Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? How's it going? Happy Friday, friendos. Happy Friday. Oh, we got a screen for this. There it is. No, it's not it. Maybe it is. Let's go for it. Boom, that's it. Hey, what's up? Hi, everybody. My name is Jared Warnick, also known as Crazy Moogle.
And I am Aviary Attorney.
And tonight we are back with some PJ party time. However, we are taking a short break from our typical Children of Mortar run that we started a couple of streams ago. Oh, Robo Voice? Damn it.
Oh no. Thank you for the early warning, Guffin.
I know. At least I can do one of these real quick. I want to exterminate this error. I don't know if that translates, but I think it sounds like I think it sounds. I don't know if that actually sounds like a Dalek voice, but I've been told that it does.
It usually does. Usually quite Dalek. Are we?
Okay. I think we're back. Fixed?
Yeah.
Thank you kindly, Kafka.
Thank you,
Appreciate the
Kafka.
hell out of you. Sweet. Okay.
So you were saying that we are taking a pause from our regularly scheduled Children of Morta to try out Aviary Attorney, which was gifted to us by a friend of ours.
Yep.
We don't know much.
We don't. Truly don't know. I don't know anything about this game. Kefkas has never heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had not either. It
Yeah.
seems very silly.
Yeah.
Can we share the picture?
Here, let me do this, and then you can see right here. Hold on, switch over to this guy. Boom.
There we go.
Yeah. Aviary Attorney. We're gonna find out together. Apparently, I have a friend who has Aviary Attorney on their wish list, so it's gotta be good, right? I suppose it's gotta be good. Kefka says, "Is it like Phoenix Wright but with birds?" That's my first guess.
I'm not familiar with
Paige is not familiar with Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright is a game. Phoenix Wright Attorney. I keep thinking Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law. But Phoenix Wright is a game in which you play an attorney and you do like courtroom type style, like anime themed interactions where you like object or you present evidence, and like I've only seen videos of it be played, and of course I've played Smash Brothers and seen all the different memes and such. I've actually never played Phoenix Wright myself. I have a friend who is one of her favorite game series of all time is Phoenix Wright, so there's got to be something good to that as well.
Sure.
And so we're gonna try doing the bird version first before we play
I'm excited.
the other version.
This seems like a good time.
Yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's just get cracking,
All right,
shall we?
here
Let's
we go.
let's see what's in store. Let me just put our music on pause and boot up this Aviary Attorney.
It's like the community content down there, the screen grabs. It bodes well. It's gonna.
Yeah, Falcon, Toussaint. Yeah, these are I guess these are going to be different names of birds. I need to be able to learn how to pronounce.
Oh yeah.
Bird
Are we gonna
names.
do our voices?
I can't see any other way in which we would have to do this.
It's a necessity.
How do you pronounce Toisson?
Toisson.
Toisson. Like a
Okay.
croissant, but with wings.
Oh, delicious.
Yes. It's taking a second to boot up because it is clearly a very graphically intense game. And so it is just needing to compile shaders and make sure that everything's preloaded in.
Sure.
Because I've heard that that there's no loading screens. It's one seamless bird lawyering experience in one gaming package.
Mm-hmm. Never seen graphics like these on PJ Party Time.
I don't know why it won't start.
Why is it taking so long?
I think it's broken.
Is it broken? Oh no. Troubleshooting.
Oh, come on. All right, well, we're going to put music on in the meantime, at least while we're figuring this out. Oh, it says to do the overlay. Okay, what that means that it's running? Maybe we just try turning it off, blowing in it, and then, putting it back in, turning it on again.
Yeah, foolproof. Okay, but
All right, I guess we'll fucking try it. Let's fucking try it. All right, fingers crossed. Do it again after having changed literally nothing. Hey! works. Up top. Boom. All right.
Okay.
Oh boy, everything's loud. Oh god, the game is so loud. It's so small. Okay, I'm gonna fix this.
The simplicity of it feels so nostalgic, though, you know?
Full screen. Wow, it's so big. Text speed, voice volume. Okay, let's... That seems about right.
Okay.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. When we're talking, is the music overpowering us? I think this is still just a little too quiet, though. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get the sounds right, y'all.
I know.
Okay, we'll keep those there.
Your interpretation of the data is probably more...
Fine. I'll take it all up a notch so that way it's exciting. There's just so much.
Okay.
I'll take the music down just a slight notch.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
all right, we're good. We're doing it.
All right. Aviary Attorney.
Why does it still seem so fucking loud? I'm taking it down a notch.
All right. Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay. New game.
Okay, new game. Let's get it going.
January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Binière of Baron Rogai? I don't know French, guys. That's a dead frog. Is that Monsieur Granouille? Oh mon dieu. Damn, Caroline, what have you done? It's offensive to French people everywhere. Act 1, a cat with claws.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Sparrowson. Oh, they're all French, right?
I don't know. Maybe this guy's British.
Guys? Oh, Sparrowson, yeah. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? I guess he's a sparrow, but I think it's funny if he has a deep voice. Yo, Twig, what's up? Says, hi guys, what is this? This is Aviary Attorney, Twig, and we are finding out in real time along with you. We literally just started it. We had a friend gift it to us to play tonight on stream, and so we're finding out. We have no idea.
We know very little.
So far, it seems like everybody's a bird.
Yep.
And we might be in France, in Europe, generally.
There's a dead
frog.
Dead frog.
Monsieur Granouille.
He was on the stairs.
Yes, he was on the stairs.
Like he was stabbed or some such. Okay.
Well, look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon?
Oh, too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Twig says, I met my newborn little sister yesterday. Oh, that's amazing.
That's really exciting.
Hell yeah, Twig. Congrats, dude. That's amazing.
Oh,
Is she adorable? I don't know. What do newborn babies like?
Babies sometimes look kind of alien-like.
Okay, they smell good? Like, what are they?
Yeah.
What's the redeeming quality of a newborn baby?
They're a new life.
Nice.
What is the redeeming quality of a newborn baby? Do you hear yourself?
I don't know, just trying to get min-max here. Just trying to figure it out, you know? There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first.
Yes, she's cute. She started crying when she saw me.
Aww.
That's very sweet. Business? I don't remember what the voice was.
Sure. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet.
It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder. No less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Senor Pertois Demure of the Demure Estate.
This is quite something.
I know! Your first serious client in months.
Not just that, the Demure Estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts.
Wow. So I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court?
Yeah, hell yeah. A case is a case is a case. Of course, it'd be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to go find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Conciergerie. I can't say French words.
That's amazing.
La Concierge.
No, it's now the Conciergerie. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better fire away Senor de Meow's letter first. One moment, Falcon.
Bertois' letter has been added to our evidence folder. May access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Lovely.
Oh.
I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Okay, got the letter.
Bertois' letter. Senor Bertois de Meow has requested legal aid for his daughter Cataline. She's being held at the Conciergerie. Conciergerie.
Conciergerie.
Conciergerie.
Shall Conciergerie.
Alright, there we go. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas.
Sounds
God,
like Falcon gets drunk a lot.
I hate that they have human hands.
Oh, they have human hands.
Why? Wait, where am I pointing? Why do they have human hands down there? You see he's got little hands clasped behind his back?
They are.
That's terrifying.
I don't really like that.
I don't know if I'm on board.
Yes, alright. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet.
Although it now makes sense how they're able to carry wallets and use briefcases.
It's true. They have the thumbs. You may see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol.
Okay.
Let's make a move. Okay, so we've got a map that we can use to travel by clicking. Doing some clickers. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Okay, so we have actual days to spend. It's January 3rd, Monday.
Okay, so clocks are cost something. No clocks cost us nothing.
Okay.
So Le Conciergerie
I guess let's go there.
is clocks. But what's the A
Oh,
offices?
it does have a clock.
Sign on the door reads the Aviary Attorney offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk
Which
mail.
is where we
I think where we just
presumably are,
were, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so let's go forward. For centuries in Alright, let's go.
Okay. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered. Or you want to do it?
Sure. What do you want?
Good day, monsieur. Monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline de Meow. I am due to represent her in court.
I guess this guy could be French. He runs the prison here.
I think they're all French.
Oh.
We just suck at French.
Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up.
Cataline. Sigh. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline de Meow, I presume. You've arrived. The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. These accents are so all over the place.
Ladies, no. Yes.
Don't talk like that, Sparrowson.
Jeez. Shut the fuck up, Sparrowson. I'm sorry about him.
I tell him before we come to shut the fuck up.
Good, I'm sorry. Jesus.
My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so we hired the first people in the address directory. Oh.
Do you see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off.
Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Okay.
I'm loving your voice acting. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you
having a
very
great
much.
time.
Okay.
What do we want to know? How about
Just
the night
what
of the
happened,
murder?
right?
Who was there? Did you see anything suspicious? Yeah, what fucking
Start
happened?
with the overview.
What happened?
What happened, man? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinier, the home of great Baron Roguet.
Okay, we gotta look this one up because it's gonna come up. Baron
Borgal.
Pronounce French. Gui?
Rogui.
Rogui? This is Guile.
Guile? Rogile?
Rorgile?
Okay, let's go with that.
Sure. Gul.
Gul? Rogul?
Gul.
Rogul.
Like girl, just remove the R. Gil.
Gil. Rogil.
Okay. Oh, girl. Because that's accurate if the OP is from Britain.
Girl.
Girl, but remove the R. Gil.
Gil.
Rogil.
Rogil. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I make no promises.
Like a I type sound.
Rogil.
E-U-H.
Okay.
Rogil.
Baron
Rogil.
Rogil.
Nice, nailed it. Okay, oops.
Cool. My papa spent all the evening talking with Monsieur Granouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with the what took your what?
Oh.
Camera, it's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast.
Adorable.
In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture.
But wow, technology is amazing.
I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Silly woman. She has no idea what she's talking about.
Pshaw. Let me believe.
Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Right. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me oh my goodness. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here, but it was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon?
Who was there?
Who else was there that evening? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman could not make it. And there was Baron Rogo, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colleen, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille, well, until he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
A lot of people there.
A lot of people. Did you see, Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Oh, like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer.
Damn.
You got me.
Shucks.
That would help.
Well, shit.
I did not see anything, I am afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see.
Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance.
I did?
Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was!
All right, Sparrowson. All right,
He's
Sparrowson.
helping.
This is why we tell Sparrowson to shut the fuck up. And Falcon's like, let me do the talking, goddammit.
You and your damn stomach. Let me see.
Wow. And then they just move on
Yeah.
as though he never even existed. Jesus Christ,
Maybe she's trying to
Sparrowson.
recall the food.
Oh, she is.
We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter.
Go on.
Then a marbled steak served perfectly bloody rare.
Okay, so it was a herring and then a marbled steak.
Yeah.
Glorious. Falcon, write this down.
What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case.
Write it all down. Please. For me.
Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Okay. Bloody rare steak also added. Sparrowson, remind me.
Remind me to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You'd think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinier would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar, it is. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that'll be all.
So, what's the plan now, Falcon?
The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinier and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robinho de Robinho.
Nice, nailed it.
2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable.
But we should get back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you?
I believe in justice. What the fuck?
I don't know you. I don't know you, Cat.
I believe in justice.
Justice.
I believe in justice. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I believe in justice.
Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice. That's good to hear.
You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. You might want to work on being less of a, how to put it, asshole. Fille de pieux.
Fille de pieux. If serving justice makes me a fille de pieux, then I'll wear that title proudly.
Oh.
Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Rogier. 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 These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they?
Not particularly.
Damn.
You dumbass.
Falcon. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Yo, Stray, what's up, man?
And Stray says justice.
Justice. I believe in justice.
Oh my god. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well.
Thanks for joining us. That's you, Sparrow.
Yeah. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is.
A what?
A Facebook! It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog.
I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Okay. Facebook begun. So we can access the list of people we've met. That's helpful.
Okay. What does our Facebook look like? We got JJ Falcon, Aviary Attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow.
He's making this book, right?
Oh, yeah, wait,
yeah.
Sparrowson's the one who's writing it. Oh my god, because he's been compiling the Facebook.
Right.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Pertois Demiel, the wealthy father of Dame Catiline. Pertois hired us to defend Dame Catiline in court. Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general. Jesus, it's one of them self-hating animals.
Yeah.
Catiline de Miao, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertois de Miao. She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Grenouille. Grenouille, the froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crenier, a colleague of Pertois and Rogue.
Astray says, doing great. I love Sherlock Birds. That is definitely what this feels like.
Sherlock Birds, that's what we're playing so far.
Kefka says, this kind of reminds me of the old CD-ROM point-and-click games from the 90s.
Yeah, CD-ROM. Yeah.
CD-ROM, yes.
Yeah.
Right, that's dumb. Okay, yeah, of me. Yeah, CD-ROM, obviously. CD-ROM, I was like, what?
It does feel like, it's
it
clearly a
definitely
point-and-click
feels like
adventure, but it's like, yeah, it's got that same feel, but with a very unique flavor to it.
Very nostalgic. I love it. This is my jam. Let's make a move.
Okay.
All right, new day.
Saves automatically, but you can make a quick save at any time by selecting save and quit.
CD-ROM, that's gonna haunt me.
Yeah. Pause by clicking on the cog, upper left. Okay, or escape. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've already been to those two. So next is to either go to Chateau Crenier, which is where the murder happened, right? Or to the studio of Robitio de Rubinio, the up-and-coming photographer who took the photo.
Both of them will take a day.
So to the scene of the crime first, or to another potential suspect.
I think the scene of the crime.
I think the scene of the crime. I think getting more clues from the scene of the murder is important here. Go check it out.
Help us know what to look for when we get to the other place. Okay. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crenier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Oh.
Oh.
You want to do that one?
Okay.
Excusez-moi, messieurs. I do not mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving. See? I don't suppose you happen to have some spare change?
I have 20 francs
Yeah.
in your wallet. What will you do? Why don't we be generous? It's fake money.
But like, what if we need that money for something later?
I don't. Just give.
Okay, let's give 10 francs and see if the game punishes us for our kindness or rewards us.
Yes, it's a good test.
All right.
Here you go. Stay safe, madame.
Oh, well, bless you, messieurs. Bless you.
I think she like was written with like an English accent in mind. Funny enough, even though we're all in France.
Yeah.
That is pretty generous of you, Falcon.
The times are tough. Making sure a mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do.
The last winter. The final winter.
What am I doing, standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau... I'm using his voice for some
Yeah,
reason.
but Falcon is now narrating his own story.
Of Chateau Crenier.
Whoa! Look at this place. Baron Rogier must be loaded.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine.
Is he here right now?
Yes. He's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that?
Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
Terrible.
Hate Sparrowson.
Just fucking dumping on Sparrowson constantly.
You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He does have an impressive mane.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I want to almost like make him like a Texas like oil baron, but obviously.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, DeVos! Okay, you're just joining us, but we also good to see you. We were also
Hey,
freaked
DeVos.
out by the possession of human hands on these birds.
Like the lions, for some reason, it doesn't upset me as much, but the fact that the birds themselves have human hands, it's freaky. Where do the wings go?
Where
I
do
guess
the wings
under.
go? They terminate in a hand.
Oh man, and like Sparrowson wasn't wearing gloves. He has like human hands. Like there's no feathers on the hands. That's just horrific. Hi, DeVos.
Hi, DeVos.
Thanks for joining us. God, I'm trying to.
Caught my eye
DeVos
instantly,
got
DeVos.
instantly out.
Yes.
I don't know what type of voice this guy should have. Like, yeah, either like, but like oil tycoon, but we're clearly in France. So like, I feel like, yeah, you know what? It's either oil tycoon or like a boisterous British guy, but I kind of gave Sparrowson that voice because I thought it'd be funny.
It's true.
Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough decision here, and we're gonna live with it. I assume Baron Rorgil is going to be a prominent character.
Just go for something and commit.
Ah, yeah. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing a Texan oil baron tycoon.
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogil, property owner extraordinaire. At your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators?
I don't think we should say we're. Should we say we're? I mean, like my moral compass, like lying about being cops in the game.
Huh. Well, I think if we say that we're attorneys, he's gonna clam up real tight. Potentially.
I guess we could say we're cops.
Could lie. Or do we just
But if we get
stay on the
caught in
straight
a
and narrow?
lie-
Sure, then we say that we're attorneys, he clamps right up, and we move on. Let's do it.
Not quite. I'm a private attorney, JJ Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson.
Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today.
Oh?
Yes. This jumpy twitcher fella came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious.
Do you know who he was, Sparrowson?
Perhaps I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial.
A friend of yours?
Something like that. So, damn it. So what may I do for you, messieurs?
We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening.
Hey, you made orphan. What's
Hey,
up?
Orphan.
Says, hey, handsome and beautiful. Hope you
Aw.
both are doing great. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Orphan. Howdy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Bones are staying nourished with your excellent food as per usual. And yeah, hope you're having a great night. We're doing funny bird game.
Yeah, funny bird game.
Funny bird attorney game.
Welcome to silly time.
Welcome to silly PJ party time.
Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself?
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for our group photograph prior to the
Blows smoke in his face.
unfortunate incident.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
It's me again.
Yeah.
I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. But that's no good toss. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron.
It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So, where shall we go first?
Ah.
Interesting. Okay.
Let's check the garden.
That's where the
first.
murder happened. We're on garden first? Alright, let's go right to the garden. Let's go.
Dame Carteline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yes, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail.
You mean search for evidence?
Yes, do that.
That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time in the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. Okay, so investigation mode. We can examine the scenery of the room. We click it and we examine it in closer detail. When we've had enough and we can't find anything else to examine, we leave this area. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so let's just click everything.
Bunch of things. Start in the bottom left, click around.
Old point and click style, just click it all.
Click around.
Another beautifully made horse statue.
You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on horse
Oh my
does.
god. It's fitting that you're Sparrow Son now that I'm realizing.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. What if he says that in a French accent? Yep, eventually we realized, I can't even do it. Filling up on hors d'oeuvres.
Ugh, terrible. Okay. Alright.
Fucking sparrows and horse germs.
Okay.
Okay.
Another one. Okay. Man looks lifelike.
Would you say it behooves you to stroke
Does
it?
Dean have one of these for every one of them? No. No, I would not. Okay.
Oh no. The steps.
Okay, that's where, dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase.
Okay, nothing new that we really
Okay.
learned so far.
But confirmation.
Confirmation
where
that he was
happened.
attacked and killed on the staircase. That is where the murder happened. All right, fountain.
This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure.
Yes, I suppose we should.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
What I meant to say was Sparrowson, fuck you.
Go do it.
Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake.
Yeah, well...
Oh, I just realized I'm like super loud by like
Oh,
doing that
no.
voice right next to the microphone.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet.
My sweet thread.
Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it.
Yup, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome. Get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squills?
Heads. Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor.
Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim.
Ah, fine. Hold my shoes.
Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. He'll never fucking learn.
Oh my god.
I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost.
Damn, Sparrowson, you cold. This is why everybody hates you, Sparrowson.
Oh, you're back. Had a good swim.
No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
What is this? It's brown and sticky. And it smells weird. Don't tell me
Yeah.
that you picked up a...
Very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rogier. Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case.
Hey, we got a cigar butt.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
Let's see. I don't think we've clicked everything.
That statue and that statue. Yes.
Okay. Baron Rogier certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the whole statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. The babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. God, the nerve.
Okay, last statue.
Wow, that was really all you had to say there,
They-
Sparrowson.
they
Huh?
get
You're just a fucking hater.
Running out of horse commentary. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says,
Why the long face? Yes, we've all heard that one.
"What? No." The barkeep says, You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable."
God damn it, Sparrowson.
That's good. I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes.
Oh no, it's got your Falcon too.
No, it's just
This is why they're partners.
yes.
I think
that's it.
we've horsed around quite enough. All right.
I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
Don't push your luck. Okay, so we've done
All
the
right. Garden achieved. Main hall then lounge. Lounge then main hall.
Main hall, then lounge. Sure.
Okay.
Did you monsters have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. Actually, we haven't seen the lounge where the photograph was taken yet.
Oh.
We should probably go do that before we leave.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie foopsie.
Whoopsie boopsie.
Let's go to the lounge. Oh my
Oh,
God,
she's
she's tall.
She's a giraffe.
She is.
Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See what?
That housemaid totally just did something shifty. I don't fucking trust her.
Shifty.
I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Fucking yell her name. Be like, hey, bitch, you stole something.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Okay, yeah, hold my earrings. Yes. Are you? I need a different voice then. Are you two policemen? No, we're private attorneys. My name's JJ Falcon.
And I'm Sparrowson.
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhart. So, what can I help you with today?
Your voice
I
is so
know, I
soft. You
know.
either have to put your legs down, lean in, or speak
Alright.
up a little louder.
Alright. We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask?
That's hilarious. This is where the photograph is taken. Is there something we should know? I guess we'll start with the photograph, huh? Just get her easy by asking her soft questions, lobbing some easy balls.
We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room? Oh, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Mr. Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know. The painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think the Baron Rogaya just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make note of it. Alright, no
Missing
hands.
clock hands has been added to your evidence folder. Very strange.
It is very strange. Is there something else you wanted to ask?
Something else we should know. Yeah.
You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess?
No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama last week.
Jesus. Pressure her or ease off?
Pressure her.
Pressure her?
Yeah, get that info.
Yeah, get that info.
Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding?
It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. And trust me, snitches get stitches.
Right, and... Wait, what? No! That's not an accurate job description, Sparrison! Dumbass!
It isn't. No. Fuck.
What do we do then?
I'll tell you later. Honestly, missus, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask?
I guess that's it. I guess she's not gonna fess up to the thing she stole.
Got nothing for us. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, missus. Actually, there is something.
Oh.
I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it.
We would if it was an option.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams, and, well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle, to be honest. We have much larger crime to worry about. A murder, you know. Anything I should although I should probably ask. I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? You know about that. Yeah, I suppose that was me. I started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
That's one mystery solved, at least.
Okay.
Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder.
I would appreciate if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind. I would hate to break his trust. Couldn't keep stealing if I got kicked out. I see.
So, where to next, Big Bird?
I guess we
Alright,
added to the
back
main
to the
hall.
main hall.
Yeah, we just gotta try to not tell the Baron about the maid, otherwise bad things will happen.
Stitches get stitches, as we said.
Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a good look, thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you.
Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide.
What happened the night that that murder happened here, huh? What was going on? Parent, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh ho, am I in trouble?
We'll see. That remains to be seen.
Does it now? I don't particularly care for your tone.
I'm asking the question, Farron. If you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to give a straight answer.
Listen well, garçon. I'll make more money in 10 minutes than you make in a week.
Ouch.
I pay extortionate amounts of taxes to the government so that law lackeys like you can keep your cozy jobs. And yet, you have the audacity to waltz into my own home and accuse me of being a murderer? You have 10 seconds to get off of my property, or I will ensure that the next trial you attend will be your own.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we did that wrong.
He mad. He big mad. Okay.
We
Fair
both
enough.
stand in silence outside of the mansion.
Don't say anything.
What was it you told me as we went in? Let's act with tact and finesse.
Shut up.
What was it you called me? A drunken warthog?
I don't need this. I'm going back to the office. Okay, well, we
Oh
flubbed
my god. Sparrowson just not missing any
Yeah,
chance for
pulling-
shots.
Pulling no punches.
Oh my god. All right.
Let's go to the studio.
He's going back to the office. Do we not need to go back to the office? Should we just go right into the studio?
I guess we could go back to the office. It wouldn't add any time. We could see if there's anything worth seeing there.
Sure, let's go.
Okay. Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. Oh, that's you. That's you. It's your voice, my bad.
No, it's just so funny that Falcon's like, I'm going back to my office when we get back here, and Sparrowson's like, Falcon, why are we back in your office?
What are we doing here?
Fuck, I thought you were fucking kidding.
I was just procrastinating.
Well, stop it. We need to get back to helping Dame Cataline.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
Keep screaming into the mic with my Sparrowson
Okay.
voice. Okay, Studio Rubinio. Here we go.
So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait, there's a note on the door. Ahem. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Rubitio de Rubinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse sees fit. What does that even mean?
I think it means he is a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now?
Let's knock. Let's try to knock.
Yeah, why not?
We should knock anyway.
All right, I don't see the harm. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon.
Jesus Christ!
I think let's go. Let's not commit a crime and break in. We've already kind of fucked one of our leads.
That would just fuck the evidence. Falcon, man, you're dumping on Sparrowson, but you're kind of the unhinged
I
one of
know.
the two, it would seem.
There's nothing else to do. Let's make a move.
Ugh. I hate the feeling of a wasted trip. Is there really nothing else we can do?
Wow.
Wow.
They really want you to break in.
I feel like
We just respect the note. We could just commit. We could
Let's
just commit to the
commit.
line.
Let's commit.
Commit to the bit.
we must respect the note. We can't just ignore a note, Sparrowson.
If you say so.
We'll just have to come back later if there's still time.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, maybe that wasn't the right call.
Should we just come back? We can go back.
Yeah, I can try. Oh, it's the trial day.
Oh.
I was just... Oh, no.
No, we're going to be late.
Well, there
Okay,
it is.
let's go
We
to-
collected no
Nothing.
evidence.
Oh, we're bad attorneys. Okay. They step inside the marble portico of the Palace of Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal of Grand Insistance.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
Yes. Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days. We only had 2 days to prepare. How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame?
Calm your feathers, Falcon. We can do this.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, is there anything you need me to do? No, we got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will. Oh, fuck. Are we ready?
No, we're not ready. Yeah, we're ready.
What do we even have? Red herring, the different meals, a camera, clock with no hands, a cigar, missing silverware. We have literally nothing.
I mean, I guess the cigar says
We can
that-
just accuse the Baron with literally one shred of evidence. Oh no.
Oh, Judge Maxime.
Okay.
You wanna do it, should I?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you have a voice that strikes you, I'm trying to think of one. Okay, I could try one.
Okay, go for it.
Alright, settle down.
No. It's so close to Sparrowson. Anytime I try to do any older, like, European dude, it's just gonna end up being Sparrowson again.
Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Rabbington, present. The ready is prosecution, Your Honor. Oh, darn it. That's not it. Oh, gosh, where are my notes? Ha! I knew it, fucking rabbit.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No, he always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbits' feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest?
No, don't let it be Sparrowson.
Of course it is.
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. There, here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Are the jury present? All present and accounted for, Your Honor. Terrible.
Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges.
I count 3 birds with funny hats, but alright.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Catalan de Meux. The prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, I'll be there already. Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to the witness stand.
Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
As you will, your honor, I will swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Juste Valeti. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city.
Yeah, exactly.
I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago.
Let's stick to the questions, Inspector.
Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great! I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering.
So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Vorgil. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Meow. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. Well, more questions, Your Honor.
Bloody paws. Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness.
That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, time for the cross.
All right.
What was he saying? I was not paying attention while I was reading his lines. He's looking for a killer. He found her standing over the
With
frog's
bloody
body,
paws,
and that's kind of it, with bloody
Yeah.
paws, right?
Yeah.
So we got to cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information, okay? Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Okay, so be direct. Select a statement to question.
Okay. Oh, when we see the statement. Okay.
Cool. We were brought to the scene by the housemaid.
Okay. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline staring over the sliced open corpse with blood on her paws. I guess questioning the blood on her paws, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so.
Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws.
Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict.
Sure, how much blood? How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector?
Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood on the suspect's nails, and around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth.
Uh-oh, that's not promising.
And mouth? How vile.
The answer seems pretty definitive. That's a bad sign.
Do we have another question about this? We're doing a pretty bad job.
We are doing a pretty bad job. No.
I guess we don't. That doesn't seem to have
did
helped
not help
us.
Never mind, I have no more questions about the blood. Oh, we're doing really badly.
Falcon, I know it's good to back out when you think a line of questioning might not go anywhere, but sometimes you have to take a risk.
What are you saying?
something about the inspector's blood description doesn't sit right with me.
Good save, Sparrowson.
Oh, okay.
Put pressure on the inspector. Maybe something will come up.
Okay, Alright, so, sliced open corpse. Okay, if it's sliced open, why would there be blood on her mouth? I would like to ask about the corpse of Monsieur Gwenwy.
Go on.
Tell me about the slash.
Oh,
Shit.
Inspector, could you describe the cut on Monsieur Gwenwy's corpse?
certainly. It was a single vertical slash. It was a fine and deep cut. The sort that you would expect to see from a sharpened saber or a surgeon's knife. Or a cat's claw. Certainly.
Wait. You say a saber or knife could have inflicted the wound. Isn't this line of investigation that's worth pursuing?
Don't be daft, Falcon. Did you see or hear anything about a knife or word at the crime scene?
Well, we didn't. No, I didn't, but it's a possibility, is it not?
I think we might need to go back to the blood questioning line and then
Yeah.
like keep pressing him.
Without evidence, it's a pretty unlikely possibility. Let's stick to the facts.
Yeah, I guess. What was Monsieur Gwenwy's cause of death?
That was immediately obvious when I arrived on the scene. Monsieur Grenouille had a gaping slash from shoulder to thigh. Blood was everywhere. I spoke with the coroner, and he was in agreement. The frog died from blood loss, directly caused by the open wound.
I see.
I suppose that there's no chance of arguing that this was an unrelated injury, huh?
I don't think we have any more questions about the corpse.
I don't think so.
I think we should go back to the blood.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's the same things.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so whose blood was it?
Yeah. Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question! It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course.
How can you be so sure?
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille? I do not, Your Honor. Wait, Falcon, you're onto something.
Falcon, you're onto
sorry.
something.
I'm getting excited. I am?
Yes, I can sense it. Look through your evidence. Maybe there's something there that can give you a clue.
Oh, the bloody steak.
This is a red herring. Oh my god. I just realized. Oh my god, that's so ridiculous. Okay, because she said we ate herring and a steak. There was a red herring and then an actual useful piece of evidence.
Right.
Fuck, that's really clever. That's really cute. Okay.
That's cute.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure where this is going, but I'll try anyway. Alright, let's try again. Monsieur Falcon, do you have a reason to suspect that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws did not belong to Monsieur Grenouille? I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
Steak!
Steak! Boom! Bing!
On the evening of the murder, Dame Catiline ate a bloody rare steak!
I object! That's a Phoenix Wright thing.
Is this true, Monsieur Remington?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paw did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well, wait! Don't answer that, Inspector! It is a possibility. No!
Okay, we had one of the best things we've done so far. Okay, we gained a little favor with the jury. So, Inspector Volerty, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
No, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Rabington. Oh, that's a good question. Or at least it would be in any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws.
Bada bing, bum
Stolen
bum
silverware.
bum.
Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen.
Everybody starts whispering to each other in the court.
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Raw Gill residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rogil reproached us about this very subject last night. Ah!
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Blacks, my investigation, Judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Damn, she's fucking schooling him.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Wow. Maxine the Crane just fucking Jesus. Dropping bodies.
Fine, so be it, messieurs. Until next time.
Do we win?
Yeah, I think we did.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
He also should have been a pirate, I'm realizing.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Rubinio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Oh no. Well, but see, the thing is, if we had stolen anything from his apartment, it would not be admissible as evidence.
I don't know. Is that true in Aviary Attorney? We may have.
This might be where we screw the pooch.
All right, Monsieur Rubinio, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
Oh. I guess, yeah, I did the last witness. Go for it. If something comes to you, I can do something.
I want to do like a Hagrid, but
That's
How
funny.
does it go?
That's where my head went to. Is
Really?
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without
yeah,
fear.
there you go.
To tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Rubinio, cutting-edge photographer and visionary.
Nice.
I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste, tu es un peep. You may have seen my works in It magazines, Le Branche, or C'est Chaud. I can send you tweets if you like.
What on earth is tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon.
It's the 19th century. Get with the times already. And yes, your works are very impressive, Monsieur Rubinio. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us your activities on the night of the murder?
Oh, very well. I was hired by the Baron Rogi to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rogi and left. Like a true artist.
And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look.
Okay.
My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see. Who do we have here?
Who the fuck is that on the
That's
left?
the Catterline's dad.
Oh, interesting.
In the middle, we see Baron Rogi, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see Signor Patois de Miao, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhas, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited.
Do you notice that the hands are on the clock?
The hands are on the clock. She's a fucking liar. Oh my god. Well done. Look at her. Regular Sherlock Holmes, this one.
As you can see, the two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grenouille.
Spat on my freaking monitor.
And the second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Rabington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock, with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valerti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself.
Falcon, something is fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Cataline told us that she was present when the photographer took place, but I don't see her in Rubinio's photograph.
That's true, but I can't use Dame Cataline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If I want to prove that Marshal Rubinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defense may proceed.
Then, it's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence.
Cross-examination.
All right, statement.
All right.
Well. Did he say anything about the bill? I guess Sparrowson will remind us if we forget. Arrived at 7. You know, so what if the maid wasn't lying and the hands have been missing for a very long time? So the photo was doctored.
Right. So yeah, question the time. Monsieur Robinio, you say you arrived at 7 o'clock.
Give or take a couple of minutes, yes.
How do you know? How do you know that you arrived at 7?
Well, the clock in my house read 6:45 when I left, and the walk to Chateau Crinier was around 15 minutes. I don't claim to be a flawless timekeeper, but I am a professional. I always stick to an appointment.
Yeah, sure, let's ask something else. How long did it take to set up? How long did it take to set up your camera?
It took perhaps 25 minutes to find a shooting location, put together the camera, and ready the film.
So you arrived at 7, and the photograph took place at 7:30. You spent 25 minutes setting up. That leaves 5 minutes unaccounted for.
Falcon, you surely aren't suggesting that Monsieur Binio did something nefarious in the small window of time?
I am. I most certainly am. This discrepancy is of utmost importance to the case.
Well, I probably spent 2 minutes or so talking to Baron Rorgil. He took a great interest in my camera.
I see, but that still leaves 3 minutes remaining.
I spent perhaps 2 minutes using the bathroom facilities.
Falcon, do you...
Falcon,
sorry.
do you seriously expect us to sit here and listen to you nickel and dime Monsieur Binio about every second?
I must agree. This is quite unnecessary, Monsieur Falcon. Please stop that at once.
Oh no.
Oh,
What a buffoon.
damn. No, I guess
No.
not.
Okay, so I guess the photograph. Because there's a bunch of weird inconsistencies there, such
I
as her
guess,
being there
yeah.
and the clock hands.
Let's take a look at this photograph. I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Binio, the photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not?
That is correct. The photographic... that is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies.
That is most curious, because I see a mistake.
A mistake? Impossible! I just told you, monsieur, the camera is a perfect unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Certainly. The clock.
I believe it contains a mistake. 100%. Yup.
The clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rappington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture.
Boom.
Yeah.
We literally
Yeah.
brought the clock with us. Eat shit, Rabbington.
Boom, 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 boom. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinier has no hands!
Bum bum bum.
It has no hands.
The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rogev or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robineux, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera's flawless.
There's no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error is precisely where the clerk's hand should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Verbinio, edited this photograph.
Edited?
I'm no expert, but I suspect you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robineux created a perfect alibi.
My God. My word. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robineux coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robineux.
Fine! You've got me!
Oh, shit.
I'm guilty! I did it all!
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Coigny?
What? No! I have no idea you killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs.
I was ordered to
Oh.
make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered by whom?
I dare not say.
Monsieur Robinio, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall say no names. His claws. Did you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the Etienne regime after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs. He got kind of Australian at the end there.
Yeah, a little.
It's a good thing he's gone.
Pretty romantic.
Oh yeah, getting a little favor of the J. Nice. So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. Wow, Remington sucks.
Yeah.
The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Remington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Patois de Meow, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Patois to implicate his own daughter.
Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rogi deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Remington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor, however.
Mayhaps I should offer my opinion.
Oh, shit.
Baron, it's not the time for your witness testimony yet.
So, you would think, prosecutor. And yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections.
No objections here.
Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay. Baron Rogi, on the night of the
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Signor Patois, Monsieur Robinio, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here.
I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rogi, am an honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Here we go.
All right, here we are.
What do we question?
So, the dinner went magnificently. They didn't have their silverware. I guess that's not something we should consider as being part of it not going magnificently.
I mean, maybe. Because she was saying, like, it was weird.
We also talked to the housemaid. Did she talk about discovering?
I don't think she did. You want to start there?
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah, let's do it.
Baron Rogi, I have a couple of questions about your housemaid, Colleen Duhas.
Jesus. Does she
refused.
smoke? This seems unrelated.
Well, we found that cigar butt, so why?
Oh. Okay, let's do it.
Does your housemaid smoke cigars?
Well, that question came out of the left field. Definitely not. Mademoiselle Duhas detests the smell of tobacco.
I see.
Putting together a bigger picture, are we?
I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place. Do you have another question about the housemaid? Sure.
No, right?
No?
Because the other thing is...
No, I guess not.
Okay.
But it's related to that, the housemaid not smoking, but
What was the first thing? Do you want me to go back to it then?
maybe.
Yeah?
What are the
What was the other question? It was, does she smoke?
She's
and...
a thief.
Oh yeah, do you want to tell him that she stole the silverware?
I guess I want to point out that there was a cigar butt there, and but I don't know how to get to that.
I don't know either. Yeah, because I don't think saying that she's a thief is going to help us here.
Yeah.
So we could say that the dinner, because it didn't go magnificently, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything, I
No,
guess.
it doesn't.
So Monsieur Grenouille himself
We could ask, yeah.
and the garden. I guess let's go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Baron Rogai, I have some questions about Monsieur Grenouille.
God rest his soul.
Why did he visit the garden?
I believe he wanted some fresh air. The steak did not sit well with him, I fear.
Oh, I see. But that's quite coincidental timing, isn't it?
How so?
Well, Monsieur Grenouille felt sick and left the room just after the photographer arrived. Why am I getting French now? Just after the photographer arrived. And just before the murder. Help
It's
me with
because
my voice.
you're hearing me do Texan
I
and then you're trying to
know.
go back to English.
And Sparrowson talks like this. I think when you hear that...
Just
perhaps
before
you-
the murder occurred. Thank you very much. One might draw a link between the food and the sickness.
Hold on, Falcon. Surely you aren't suggesting that Monsieur Grenouille's food was poisoned in some way.
I don't know about that. Do we have any evidence of that?
No.
really.
Because he slashed him open. That's how he
Yeah.
killed him. No, I'm not.
I'm not. No, there's nothing to indicate poisoning. I just found the timing somewhat puzzling.
There's nothing puzzling about it. Monsieur Grenouille always had a soft stomach. It's really no surprise that he couldn't keep down a good rare steak.
No,
The dinner or the garden?
the garden, I guess?
Okay.
Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. When was the last time you visited?
Nice.
Baron Rogai, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
All right.
Wow, he
you
just
liar.
fucked up. If he didn't lie about that, if he just said like all the time, that would've been it.
Yeah.
It's his own garden. It makes sense. Wow, he fucked up.
Years, you say?
Indeed.
That's not right. I don't wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Oh? And why is that?
Your cigar butt, you butt. Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently.
Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
Cigar butt.
Fucking well. Boom! Drop the cigar butt on him.
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Evidence right beside where the murder occurred.
Bum bum bum. A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody. And prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself. Oh, okay. Sorry, Baron. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars.
Oh.
But I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years.
What a fucking liar.
But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin. You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden.
Bum bum bum. There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Rogai, desperately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be?
You want me to spell it out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rogai, murdered Monsieur Gunwi. That is what you were trying to keep hidden.
Whoa. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen. That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence? Think harder, Mitchell Remington. Every piece of evidence leads to Baron Rogai as the prime suspect. That got very weirdly French. You want the means? He lives in France. He's a little offended.
It happens, you know, when you're immersed in the language.
Yeah.
That's how you learn it, yeah.
You want the means? I'm losing it now. The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Rabinio confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws.
Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of a motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. I feel like
How do we know
so
that?
loud for...
It's bad on our voice is louder than the music.
This is preposterous.
And finally, the Baron had opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with his very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he serves steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make it easy for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object. Oh, you're pitifully useless.
After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Senor Purton de Moi, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic.
No, there's only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you, garçon! The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
Hey, it works. What's the worst?
Yeah, I know, right? No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous whelp! I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damn frog.
He said the thing. Could someone please restrain the Baron?
I'm on. Damn it! I'm on it here now. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't you touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself.
This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a manner of speaking, well, to be honest, no.
Then I shall now confer with the members of this jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure I understand the difference.
No, she's back. She just warps back in.
Yeah, right. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline de Moi, to be not guilty. Not guilty.
Not guilty. We did it. Our first case.
Oh man, her voice. Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did. Oh, she's not French.
She's not French. You had her like it's like a British woman before you like I don't know.
You did it. Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we?
Well, we should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon. Let me give you a high five with my human hand.
I can't take all the credit. It was a group achievement, even though Sparrowson did nothing. I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Mr. Falcon. It was nothing. I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
She's like, no, I killed him.
Yeah. Master Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. Holy shit. We were wrong? I murdered Monsieur Gundy. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Oh,
Business.
wow. Whoops.
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Whoa.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rogai's cigar butt hidden in the garden. Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
What? Assassin says, lol, what? Yo, what's up, Assassin? Yeah, right?
Hey, Assassin.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinho's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Guinouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinho to paint me over Baron Rogai and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly.
Wow.
What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
Oh my god.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petite Sparrowson.
Wow.
Wow, guys.
Falcon, what do we do now?
Speechless.
Falcon?
Whoa. End of Act 1.
I guess
Wow.
let's continue from there. We wouldn't want to restart it.
What
I'm
do you
saying
mean?
we're gonna end now, but I'm just saying we wouldn't want to like restart the game or anything if we pick it up.
No,
we should
this
pick
is
it
this
from
is
that
what
point.
we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
done
yeah.
this. This is what we have
This
done
is,
now.
We have made this bed.
This is
we
us
must lie in
now.
it.
We have now let loose a killer on Animal France. Holy shit.
That was it's a surprising little game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm putting the music back on. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, I did not expect that. I truly did not expect that. Wow. Yeah, I thought we were doing all the right stuff. I mean, I know that the game...
At first it seemed like we were doing the wrong stuff.
Yes, it did seem like we were doing the wrong stuff.
And then it seemed like we turned it around.
Well, so the game wants this to be the outcome.
Right.
So it's not like we did the wrong thing.
Right.
We did the right things because the game was like, yes, you're doing the right things. Keep doing the things so that you can reach this outcome.
Right.
But it's very surprising. I
surprising.
think that that's a really cool twist on the typical kind of... I mean, granted, I haven't played Phoenix Wright, so I don't know if, like, leading you into accidentally convicting the wrong person is a common trope for games like this. I would imagine it probably is in movies and TV for a game like this, or in movies and TV with lawyer type things like this.
Sure.
That is very commonly the thing. What's it's not miscongeniality. It's where she like accidentally proves that like the wife.
Oh.
Like not the wife, like the like mistress should have the kids or like.
Are you talking about Liar Liar?
No, the one with the blonde lawyer. Oh wait, is that Liar Liar? That is Liar Liar. Yeah, it's Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. Yeah, where he is actually he's like his whole
mom,
job is to like do basically this for people and knowingly.
Yeah.
But then he turns
She's
it
a
around.
shitty mom.
Yeah,
and he's a good dad, and he feels guilty about it.
Man,
But, yeah.
so yeah, I'm curious to see what Act 2 and I presume Act 3 have in store for us next Friday.
How fun!
That was cool.
I am very pleasantly surprised. A silly little game. Lots of opportunities for us to do our ridiculous voice acting. And yeah, a little surprising twist there.
Yeah, actually. Okay.
I'm excited to play more next week.
Truly, yeah. Super stoked to see Act 2 of Avian Attorney next Friday, y'all. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed our silliness throughout Avian Attorney. Monday, I'm not really sure. We'll be Googling. I'm not sure if we're still doing Manhunt or what. We will find out on the day. Wednesday, well, I guess Monday will really determine what we do Wednesday, but I'll be back next week, Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday with more Avian Attorney.
We'll see you next week for more PJ party time.
Yeah, we're gonna grab some dinner because I'm starving. I don't know about you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Left it late tonight, so we'll be having some dinner. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. And last but not least, let's do the good Twitch neighbor thing and do a wee raid. Just a wee tiny raid.
A little raid.
Just a wee little one. Ooh, Freya is doing Friday Night Fight Club, yo. I think we might drop folks through Freya's neck of the woods. Let's see. Oh, we got Dome also doing Mecha Break. But I do love me some armored freaking core. I am a simple man, and sometimes I must armor my core. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do some.
Let's do it. Okay.
Back to the origins.
All right, there it is. Boom, biggity boom. All right, everybody, sending you over to Freya Play a Game. She is an incredible member of the Armored Core community. She helps with the tournament scene currently, since our friend Shaiko Utasa is taking a step away from the game. She's super chill. We hang out with her all the time between Bones and I, or actually I say Bones hangs out with her all the time. She hangs out whenever I do Armored Core stuff because that's what she loves doing. And yeah, hope you all have a good time over there. Give her a Kupo for us if you wouldn't mind, and hope you all have a great rest of your night. All right, everybody.
Stopping through, y'all.
Thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much, for just being here in general, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys.
All right, we have a screen for this. Where's the screen? Where's the screen? There it is. Bada bing. Thanks for watching. Bye. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
The side where it's less percentage. Oh my god! Crazy Moogle with the raid! How's it going, Moogle? Oh my god, what's up? Kupo! Were you playing Kupo? Wait, I was about to type /Crazy Moogle. That's not how shoutouts work. When is Twitch gonna add the Crazy Moogle command? Oh my goodness. Y'all, you should go check out Moogle. He's such a kind dude. Very good vibes. Been playing, I saw you playing some Monstry Hunting recently. You're playing Avian Attorney after a friend gifted it. Ooh, what a silly game. Is it like Ace Attorney at all, but with birds? That's my guess. Yo, 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 yo. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid, Moogle. And hello, everybody who came in from the other side. I am Freya, I play a game. Tonight it's Armored Core. Everyone is animals and birds set in 1840s France. It's fantastic. That sounds really cool. Is it on Steam? Oh, I forgot I'm doing display capture because Armored Core doesn't like other stuff. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, it is on Steam.
I was like, yeah, it's everyone's animals set in 1840s France. It's fantastic so far. And one of the community members goes, France mentioned?
Oui. Lizik is French.
So hungry. Yeah.
I believe.
We can either drive out and grab something,
Oh my
or
goodness, well,
I
I'm
guess
glad
what do
you
we
had a
have
good
here?
time with it, Moogle.
Sorry,
I'm about
hold
to
on
call
a
you
second.
Mogul. That's like something else. A mogul. Crazy mogul. Didn't stun on that? Oh, it might not have. Yeah, we are just doing our Friday night Fight Club Moby. Why did I say Moby? I'm so sorry. That's probably
yes.
why I started to say Mogul. Moogle. Geez.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
There is a
Thank
Mogul,
you.
but I'm not talking to
Saying that I'm signing off.
I apologize. I'm French bonjour, je suis français, je représente pas la France. All I know of that is I am French. I represent PAS. I don't know what the rest of that is. Ha? Like, no. Mid-pa is like negative. Crispy Mooby. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry, Moogle. To be fair, to be honest, my brain is a little fried. I had to get up at 7:30, and then I've been up since 7:30 basically. So. Oh wait, Gamba. Raku won it. It looks like. Okay, boom, boom. I gotta keep up with it. Pa means not. Oh, okay. It doesn't need the NE, the new. Nipa. Prediction. New prediction. Best Buds versus Plastic Fondue. Our prediction. Okay. Love the coral brain rot energy. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. I'm doing Freya's Friday Night Fight Club every Friday night. So if you ever are in the mood for some Armored Core, Moogle, on a Friday night, you know where to go. This stream started doing, how do you say I mounted it in French? Je suis monté. This stream started doing the predictions for every single match because I thought it would be funny. So. You're gonna throw the Fight Club on the TV though. Oh, thank you so much. Looking forward to chilling and watching the fights. Yeah, we've had some great fights tonight. Look at that delivery boy. Yeah. I like this AC. July Monte. Oh. Is Je suis monté, I am mounting? We're talking Monster Hunter. Supposedly the French community of Monster Hunter really likes Insect Glaive, which lets you jump up onto monsters a lot. It's a Monster Hunter meme, yeah. Je suis monté. You don't watch anything Monster Hunter related? No worries, Liz. Well, if you stop by tomorrow, I will be playing Monster Hunter Wilds all frickin' day. Oh,